So this is the prologue from the Gathering of the Lost. So first time read, the world first. Malian's dream was darkness, blackness without stars, water without light, a tower without a shadow that she remembered climbing. But that too fell away as she plummeted, diving headfirst through the dream. She kept her eyes open, remembering the crow in the shadow tower, the one that had told her this was something she would need to learn how to do. She was far, far down in the dream before she saw light, a single star drowned at the bottom of a well. She turned toward it and the light grew, finally becoming a torch that gleamed white in a crystal bracket. Malian caught at it with her mind and stepped forward into the centre of an enormous cave that was ringed with more crystal torches. The cave was so vast that both its roof and the light were lost in the darkness overhead. But the space surrounding Malian was not empty. Thousands of warriors lay all around her on stone biers. All were armed, but their helms and weapons, like their companion beasts, horses, hounds, and even the occasional hawk, were disposed around them. They looked exactly, Malian thought, like the depictions of legendary heroes in ancient sepulchres. Yet these warriors were alive. She could see the steady rise and fall of their breath. Asleep, Malian whispered. They're all asleep. And no, we're not walking back into Thornton. Far down the length of rows, in the very heart of the cavern, 3 great standards rose on staves of yellow, white, and bright red gold. The banners were worked in the colours of fire, and their brilliance both dazzled Malian and drew her close. The central banner, in the highest of the 3, was vermilion silk, with a pattern of silver and gold flames at its centre. Living fire, Malian realised, when she finally stood below it, and was some kind of creature, a serpent or perhaps a lizard, coiled at the heart of the conflagration. The eyes of the lizard, too, were burning coals. Just a banner, Malian told herself, only a device. The warrior who lay beneath it was armed like all his companions, but a coif of silver mail covered his head and chin, and a naked sword was set upon his breast. His gloved hands curved around the hilt, and... Sorry, I scrolled too far down. His gloved hands curved around the hilt, and his expression was full of grief and weariness, the folded lips stern. Her eyes returned to the sword because there was something about it, despite the unadorned simplicity, something that drew the eye and asked to be grasped, held aloft and wielded against one's foes. Malian half extended her hand, even though she knew that grasping the sword might trigger some warding spell. It is not yet time. The voice spoke out of the flames on the central banner, and Malian snatched her hand back. Her eyes flew to the creature. Her eyes flew to the creature in the fire's heart, and saw that the watching eyes were no longer fiery coals, but had grown dull. Time for what? Malian's dream voice echoed in the vastness of the chamber. The awakening, but it is not yet time, and you are not the one appointed. So who are you then, that stepped so boldly into my ages-old dream? Malian knew that it was dangerous to reveal her name. It could be even more dangerous not to, caught so deep in a dream. Her heart was racing, but she raised her chin. Malian of Night is my name, and I too dream. The silence around her deepened, and the fire and the torches grew brighter. When the voice spoke again, it held a note of wonder. Malian, who named you, child? What an odd question, Malian thought. I don't know, she said finally. It is not, the voice reflected, a name that belongs to night. Malian could not recall ever having thought about her name before, although it wasn't a common night form. No, she agreed. Does it matter? I would be interested to learn who it was that gave it to you, the voice replied. When you find out, you must return and tell me. Malian heard a note beneath the unhurried, reflective voice that she could not quite identify, although she thought it might have been excitement. I may not be able to find you again, she said. I think you know that you will, the voice replied. You are very strong for all your youth. Besides, it will be easier if I wish to be found. Did you wish to be found this time, Marion wondered. She decided to be bold. Who are you, and who are they, all these warriors? What are they doing here? They are sleeping, the other replied, until the hour and the time appointed, which is not now. Your name would mean something to them too, though, as would the name of the one who gave it to you. It could be a very great gift. Marion shook her head. You talk in riddles, she said, but one gift deserves another. You still have not told me your name. Humour tinged the voice's reply. You still have not told me who named you. So, a riddle for a riddle, an answer for an answer, a gift for a gift. You know my name already, for it is also your name, although you might not recognise it as such. When you unlock that riddle, you may find that it answers other questions for you as well. Marion ran a hand over her hair. I'm not sure that you play fair, she said. Is that a prerogative of age? My dear, said the voice, it is not that I am old. I am dead. I died a long time ago so that they might live. So that's a little snippet.